Jesus said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell all that thou hast and give them to the poor. And thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me. So when there's no sacrifice, you can't follow him. Because before you begin to follow him, an account must be opened in heaven. By you emptying the account on earth. So when that criteria is met, and we see where we can put your salary, then come, then your followership is justified. If they give you a job without asking for your bank account, where will they pay your salary? So he said, if we want to pay your salary, empty the earthly account, open the heavenly one, then come to our industry. So, sacrifice is a law. It's an ancient law. It's an ancient law. There are people who live for themselves and live for themselves alone. There are people I said I was in tears because when I think and I remember the things we did in those days. I'm not talking of now, sir. I'm talking of then. You will know why God does not anoint everybody. Because some people cannot be doing some things. Cannot give up some things. And you sit down in the abundance of yourself, expecting to get. That will be wickedness. Grace is not disgrace. Because that is a disgrace to those who carry grace. You came into you at 200 level, right? Ministry, you started 200 level. When? Well, okay, you started praying before UI. Wow. And you enter UI, you continued. You didn't have class, Abby? You don't know how to read. You don't want first class? Abby? You wanted, but you said, I give this up for a generation. And you expect God not to anoint him. You expect God not to anoint him. Hallelujah. Jesus said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell all that thou hast and give them to the poor. And thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me. So when there's no sacrifice, you can't follow him. Because before you begin to follow him, an account must be opened in heaven. By you emptying the account on earth. So when that criteria is met, and we see where we can put your salary, then come, then your followership is justified. If they give you a job without asking for your bank account, where will they pay your salary? So he said, if we want to pay your salary, empty the earthly account, open the heavenly one, then come to our industry. So, sacrifice is a law. It's an ancient law. It's an ancient law. There are people who live for themselves and live for themselves alone. There are people I said I was in tears because when I think and I remember the things we did in those days. I'm not talking of now, sir. I'm talking of then. You will know why God does not anoint everybody. Because some people cannot be doing some things. Cannot give up some things. And you sit down in the abundance of yourself, expecting to get. That will be wickedness. Grace is not disgrace. Because that is a disgrace to those who carry grace. You came into you at 200 level, right? Ministry started 200 level. When? Well, okay. You started praying before UI. Wow. And you enter UI, you continued. You didn't have class, Abby? You don't know how to read. You don't want first class. Abi, you wanted, but you said, I give this up for a generation. And you expect God not to anoint him. You expect God not to anoint him. Because the man will go back to his hometown with that grace and go and sit down in a village. But how many people punctured into that dimension? Papa Yedepo. Only. And Papa Yedepo is out now, almost 70. And the man will go and sit down. And when he dies, finish, young people will now stand up, carry anointing oil, go and be picking sand from his. Were there not people alive in the days of Catherine Kuma, William Branham? If those ones were Joseph Baba, they tried because strange men came. Prophet Babajide. This man, this blind man that sees, he will be saying, is it the white? You'll be reading Bible for him, he will be correcting you. Blind man is correcting someone looking at the Bible. And one other man, is it Alashekwe or something? Is it? Those ones, I don't know how they did it, but they kept that thing. But watch that generation. If those current Baba pass away, who is carrying it? Who will collect it from them? That gift is now in a circle, it's fading. It's fading. Not because it's not there, but because our generation lost contact with the better. I was looking for this more than anything. Because it's a law in the realm of the spirit. And it didn't just start now. Can you imagine? Somebody was sitting on the throne. And a prophet laid hands on another person in the bush. And said, you are the king. And the foolish man was still sitting on the throne. and he was misbehaving on the throne. What kind of thing is that? The real king is in the bush and is recognized as a king. He was in the bush without announcing that I'm the new king. They sought him. Not just in the bush, in the cave. You are finding your king in the cave. What kind of anointing is that? He said, thou anointed my head with oil. My cup, what? What's the relationship between the anointing on the head and the cup overflowing? I saw something on the head that called for something into the cup and said, no, it's not yet over. It can overflow. The reason why many of you never come in contact with graces is because you don't yet have capacity. Because let me balance it. It's not just enough to identify but do you have the capacity to handle what you're asking for? I laid hands on certain people, they began to do strange things. But the capacity they didn't have override them. That's why it took us 3 days to build you. So that what you are living with. But most times we have trivialized this law. And that is why several gifts were not passed down. Several gifts went into extinction. Some dimensions of grace is an anointing was never passed down because there was a bridge between the less and the better. Do you understand? So your ability to recognize the better may be your junior sister. The better may be your roommate. No, even if you cannot get what is upon your spiritual father's life, what's the hope of your roommate? What's the hope? So you will sit down. Do you know that some people were Apostle Joshua Selman's roommates? Some people were his classmates. He was saying it then when we went there over. He said, an old classmate sent message to me and said, my father. He said, I told him I'm not your father. Because you never recognized me as your father. But now you are recognizing me. No, I'm not your what? Your father. Many of you are blind not to record. Do you know something? Ananias was not going as far as Paul. Yes, Paul needed him to see. And Jesus said, there's an impartation for sight. Go to Ananias. When you get to him, he will give you. Was it not Jesus who called him? Why didn't he give him? Because the better are always there. See people that go into ministry because they can quote scriptures. And we have people who will tell you, see the those things are gimmicks. They are gimmicks. It's not real. It's not real. Don't mind them. You are what the word says you are. The word called you a fool some time ago. So if that's what the word is saying, you are what? You are a fool. Abi? May you not be a fool. Hey. Abi? So the word says they are what? They are foolish. Because when they have not recognized the better. I've passed through several men. I have been a recipient of impartations, transfer of graces. Many of them I'm still growing into them. The one you are seeing now, as a result of the very old impartations, the ones I have received of recent, come back in the next 5 years. I was telling him a very bad news. I heard that one of the fathers will be retiring next year. I was sad. I was not happy. Even till this morning, I wasn't happy. I don't know when out because it has not happened, and I'm already feeling bad for the body. Because the man will go back to his hometown with that, or the law of impartation, whatever. Hebrews 7. Lord, you know, my love for you is for real. Search me, Lord, and see my sincere love for you. Verse 7. And without all contradiction, the less is blessed of the better. Without what? All contradiction, because there are contradictions. There are people who believe you are young, you can't pass anything to an older person, because you are not good academically, you don't have any quality I can desire or get from you. You know, you should lay hands on me and give me Udo. And he said, remove all those things. If you want to have sense, the less is what? It takes someone operating in a dimension of grace to invite another person. The less is not the one who bless the greater. It's the greater who bless the less. If I spend my entire life saying God called me, it means I'm anointed. It means I definitely have this thing. If it is that one, if it's God that called me, I saw angels. I saw angels. I could not pray for headache, but I could see them. Means you had gift for sight, not to heal. So you need to find someone whose realm is what? Healing. Then it will invite you and you will operate from the corridors of the healing anointing. We have devalued this law in our generation because the less doesn't want to take the position of the less. So he wants to claim that it's also better. So the better withholds its possibilities. So it takes the less who is wise enough to recognize the better, to invite, you understand, to invite the less. But most times we have trivialized this law. And that is why several gifts were not passed down. Several gifts went into extinction. Some dimensions of grace is an anointing was never passed down because there was a breach between the less and the better. Do you understand? So your ability to recognize the better may be your junior sister. The better may be your roommate. No, even if you cannot get what is upon your spiritual father's life, What's the hope of your roommate? What's the hope? So you will sit down. Do you know that some people were Apostle Joshua Selman's roommates? And it's not that we could not live. God said, remain there. It's not that we couldn't live. Everybody believes this one has run mad. My dad thought it was a joke, that maybe he's just joking. He's joking. We have sense. I carried a bag. And I packed a bag. And I came to Ibadan to Scott. To what? To Scott. I had $500,000 naira on me. God said, you get a flat, you die. I told you to come and get a room. I said, that's the voice of the devil. I was looking for flats. Sorry, if you have 500,000, is it flats you can't get? I did not get a flat. I said, God said it's a room. I got a room that day. Moved into a room. We go to the 2-3 compounds away to go and fetch water. When in my father's house there's bowl, there's direct water from the government, there's pumping machine, there's well. You know, there's stable light. Even if light goes, there's inverter. And I'm in a room. There's no fan there. Is it because we don't have fan in the ministry? Or is it because we cannot afford fan? Or whenever money comes, we are not thinking about ourselves. We are thinking about the work. Sacrifice is a law. And it's an ancient law. Many of the fathers left what they... If you know how rich Apostle Joseph Ayobala was, he packed everything, went to sow it out. To go and start ministry. The man who started Redeem trekked from Ondo to Ife. From Ondo to Ife. He was going to Lagos. When you see the sacrifices of these men, you will know why when they say, God bless you, God blesses you, and God punish you. God will respect what they have said and be punishing you. Because sacrifice has make men different. As I bring my praise to you, as a sacrifice of love, Lord, I bring my praise to you, as a sacrifice of love. Lord, you know that my love for you is for real. Search me, Lord, and see my sincere love for you. Lord, you know that my love for you is for real. Search me, Lord. Search me, Lord, and see my sincere love for you. It lasts, because there are a lot of them, but I just have to pick what is relevant within time. It's called the law of transfer, or the law of impartation, whatever. You people, if you love money, if you see the way God dealt with me in the area of money, I had a wallet, very fine wallet. The wallet disappeared in my pocket with money. I was not angry about the money, it was the wallet. I was looking for it. I said, no, I must find this wallet. I never saw the type again. The money, I was like, wait, is this money, is it really disappearing? I said, I will touch God. So I was coming from Ajibode. The last money on me, I put it in my pocket. I hid it, put it in my pocket. He was sitting down in the room when I came. We were in the same room. I was hungry when I came. So as I got into the room, I opened my hand. What did I do? There was one. I went back. I said no. I was going through the ATM because it was foolish to enter into the room proper. I was like, no, this one. I said, God, I surrender all to you. I give to you. Withholding nothing. I surrender all. That day I died to money. I died to money. My father's compound is so big that you need to pass through 2 gates. You've been to my house. How many gates did you pass through? 2 small gates, very big gates. In between it, my clinic was there. First time I saw an angel. The angel told me, go to Ibadan, rent a room, go and start the meeting. I woke up, I entered the car, I went about doing my own business. A month after, another angel came. This time was talking violently. We have taken you through all this system and you want to sit down while lives are dying out there. You have to go. Then he started closing the business. When he closed it, finished, I ran to Port Harcourt. I know I need the grace of prosperity. I went to the altar. I said, God, I connect this ministry to this altar. Whatever is called excellence, let it come upon us. This is a classroom. Many people believe we are using an hotel. Many people are surprised that this is a classroom. It's a classroom. And it's not that we could not live. God said, remain there. Yes. I said, if I had not given that money, I know where I would be. I was. He wanted to pray for me. I was. Because I had not understood. It was my first time of being in that place. So I was. Oh, don't pray. Just get out of my way. Let me go back. Then God said, that's your phone. It's not right there. I was using a Boat 5 then. That time BlackBerry was still. God said, go and give it to. And I was hearing him. I was like, wait, is this how to hear God? Is this how to? I was hearing him accurately. I was hearing him very well. I say, I know it's the person who will destroy his life that you are looking for. Before you ask me to go and give out my iPad, I feel that. Then, how much is 1,000? My allowance then was 20,000 per month. I could not subscribe 1,000. I was like, Wala will just come, and I will spend it. And the person God asked me to go and give that phone has the same phone. Say, God, you are not doing well, though. If nobody, I was, see, that, you know, so that you can, God knows you because you don't know. That was how I should say, you idiot. God said I should give you, take. You have small phone there, give me. The person gave me Haite. Me, Haite. Haite. That will be tan 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 tan. I still remember the ringtone. I used it for a year, not knowing that God was separating me from WhatsApp. He was separating me from certain people online. So, when I was now used to it, okay, this is God's system. At the same spot I stood, where God said, go and bring money, I was going to the department to go and my faculty to go and submit an assignment. And God said, take that Kuti route. Kuti, you know there's an ATM. Immediately, my brain said, I have money in the account. God wants me to give it. So I didn't even bother to hear whether it's money wanted. I know if he's asking me to take that route, maybe he wanted me to. So my mind was ready to sacrifice. I withdrew the money there. As I was going, I got to chapel. A lady. God said, speak to that lady. I was going. I was going. I said, I was hearing him. That's why some of you can't hear God, because you only want to hear what suits you. Devil will not ask you to go and give. So when I got, God said, go back. I said, I look back, the lady is crying. She's crying. I will be telling her, dear, sorry. I have surgery assignment to submit. Oh, why are you doing this? God said, she has this problem, she has this problem. Okay. So I got there. I sat down. Young lady, why are you crying? Oh, I said, see, calm down. God said, this is wrong with you. God said, this is wrong with you. Can I go? The lady declared, why are you? She now started weeping. She needs to get a laptop. If not, she won't be able to write her exam. I was about opening my bag. I said it. This God. I knew it. I opened my... God said, no, close it. I want you to prophesy. So, my life was already about giving money. So God saw that I had died to money. See, you people, if you love money, if you see the way God dealt with me in the area of doors to you, prayer and fasting for 70 days will not do it. A simple go and sow. You know, I didn't understand that was part of God's system when I first came. God told me, go and sew some clothes to this young man. I said, okay, I'm entering 600 level. You want me to be going to, you want me to be going to a clinic with the ones I wear to? No. In fact, we had more. I went to Okumpa. I bought more clothes. I said, Wagba, doctor, finalist. Then a spirit of foolishness came upon me. And I did something I never did in my 6 years in school. I packed all my clothes. I said, I'm going to wash with washing machine at home. I used dry cleaner then. And I said, I'm going home to wash. Then I entered the car and left the clothes there, and I went home. I said, God, who touched me? No, Jesus said, who touched? I called my father in the Lord then. He said, God said he asked you. He too was shocked that how can God do such a wicked thing to a man? Then he called me and said, God said he asked you to go and give out a clothes that you did not. I said, oh. And you were the one. So my mom gave me some nickel that you are a very useless boy. As old as you are, you forgot clothes. Have I forgotten it before? You now know the funny thing. I could not recognize where I took the bus in Ibadan. It was a garage. It's not my first time. I could not recognize it. That's why I know when they say God can give someone a reprobate mind. I was looking for it. I said, God, where is this cloth? Where is it? I lost all. And my mom gave me some new clothes. I carried everything. I went to sew it. I was managing my life. Then they sent money and the alert came. I said, thank God. We go to Ogopa. I just said, son, come. How much is in your car? I said, where are you going with this? Of course, I knew what was there, but I said, don't hungry me. He said, the money was small. So he said, keep 5,000 for yourself. Carry the rest. Go and give it to a young man. The man was to hold the meeting. I didn't know he didn't have money. So I said, brother, where are you? He said, why don't, let's see on Saturday. I said, sir, please don't don't provoke me. Meet me in UI now. I am waiting. I am with the treasure. So I sat down. I went straight to gate. Withdrew the money. Sat down. As he came, I gave it to him. He was maybe saying, God, thank you for disturbing this man for my sake. And while I was hungry, my spirit, no, you gave the money, but you didn't release it in your heart. No, the money you release after 2 years. I said, if I had not given that money, I know where I would be. And I'm still going to pray in the dream. We can't sleep because we feel if we sleep, someone will die. My dad said, when he knew he was going to be a pastor, why didn't he do a 4-year course? He went to wait 6 years. At least, did I know? If I knew, I won't go to school. You know the TDB? Till daybreak. You will know why you should pity me now. She's also taking the Asian part. You know why God must anoint me. I can't suffer like that and not. You will know. You will for Marlene. You will be dissecting for Marlene. They will tell you have test the following month. Just go and sleep and say, if I fail, I fail. If I perish, I perish. In my 400 level, was it pathology? My brain blocked. Nothing was entering. I could feel literally that nothing was entering. So I said, see, if they don't bring anything from what I've read, I'll prefer to fail it. Then after everything, God said, I found a man. The end result of sacrifice is a genuine love for God. A love that is I ask God, if you see him on the last day, I don't ask for anything for myself. I pray for people. I have the anointing to command the result. But even when I need something, and I know if I ask him, he will say yes, I keep quiet. Because I know it's not unrighteous to put me in that. It's training me. We got to the point where we saw all those things as part of our training. The more trained the soldier, the better the soldier. When you avoid training and you are looking for shortcuts, a civilian will slap you. Please. But that's why I say, when you sit down and you begin to read how to engage the power of the Holy Spirit, how to engage healing anointing, how to enter wealth, that's what you are looking for. Go and get books on biography, or sit down. Wait, how many of you have sat your spiritual father down to ask him his labors, to ask him for what you are not seeing that he's doing? Many of you want to hear that he's blasting in tongue. No, he's emptying himself, so that You no longer say a physiologist. You are saying an apostle. You understand? Yeah, was it not physiologist? I didn't even know. Because it's not registering as what? A physiologist. Do I look like a doctor? Oh, spiritual doctor. Hey! You understand? Love. Love. You can't separate love and sacrifice. That's why I told you that the way upward is down. Many times you have to die. You have to die. And sacrifice. Sacrifice. You have to empty yourself of everything. Because the Bible says, it was not until when Jacob Jesus said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell all that thou hast and give them to the poor. And thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me. So when there's no sacrifice, you can't follow him. Because before you begin to follow him, an account must be opened in heaven. By you emptying the account on earth. So when that criteria is met, and we see where we can put your salary, then come. Then your followership is justified. If they give you a job without asking for your bank account, where will they pay your salary? So he said, if we want to pay your salary, empty the earthly account, open the heavenly one, then come to our industry. So, sacrifice is a law. It's an ancient law. It's an ancient law. There are people who live for themselves and live for themselves alone. There are people I said I was in tears because when I think and I remember the things we did in those days. I'm not talking of now, sir. I'm talking of then. You will know why God does not anoint everybody. Because some people cannot be doing some things. Cannot give up some things. And you sit down in the abundance of yourself, expecting to get. That will be wickedness. Grace is not disgrace. Because that is a disgrace to those who carry grace. You started, you came into you at 200 level, right? Ministry started 200 level. When? Well, okay, you started praying before UI. Wow. And you enter UI, you continued. You didn't have class, Abby? You don't know how to read. You don't want first class? Abby? You wanted, but you said, I give this up for a generation. And you expect God not to anoint him. You expect God not to anoint him. You may not believe. I know it's the same thing. Do you sleep at night? How often do you sleep at night? Okay, you say. Those staying with me are here. I join you to sleep. I mean, no, if I want to sleep, I take slippery goat. And I'm still going to pray in the dream. Hallelujah. Jesus said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell all that thou hast and give them to the poor. And thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me. So when there's no sacrifice, you can't follow him. Because before you begin to follow him, an account must be opened in heaven by you emptying the account on earth. So when that criteria is met and we see where we can put your salary, then come, then your followership is justified. If they give you a job without asking for your bank account, where will they pay your salary? So he said, if we want to pay your salary, empty the earthly account, open the heavenly one, then come to our industry. So, sacrifice is a law. It's an ancient law. It's an ancient law. There are people who live for themselves and live for themselves alone. There are people I said I was in tears because when I think and I remember the things we did in those days. I'm not talking of now, sir. I'm talking of then. You will know why God does not anoint everybody. Because some people cannot be doing some things, cannot give up some things, and you sit down in the abundance of yourself expecting to get. That will be wickedness. Grace is not disgrace, because that is a disgrace to those who carry grace. You came into you at 200 level, right? Ministry started 200 level. When? Well, okay. You started praying before UI. Wow. And you enter UI, you continued. You didn't have class, Abby? You don't know how to read. You don't want first class? Abby? You wanted, but you said, I give this up for a generation. And you expect God not to anoint him. You expect God not to anoint him.